Here we go. Real life military. I haven't made a video in 8 months. I just went back and looked. Um, so hopefully I keep this going. In that video, it was a year ago, April of last year. I said at the very beginning that I was supposed to start at the beginning of the year, and I told myself I was going to start at the beginning of the year 2024, and now we're here. So it's interesting. But anyways, I'm glad I'm doing it again. I really enjoy doing this, and I got better audio equipment, and hopefully it sounds better. And the only thing I have to do is take care of this. I got a backdrop coming in like a week or so it doesn't look like I'm in some dungeon, like asking for ransom. Uh, anyways, I guess I should go over why I'm doing this and what this is all about. In this, I'm the type of person that likes to talk to people in the military. I've been in for 14 years, and the biggest stressor and problems is people's finances. I believe that the military really doesn't care about it, and they don't put it as a priority. The bigger priorities for me don't really matter. Like, this is pretty much it. So what I want to focus on is money, of course, work life balance. That for people can be different things. And then the future outlook for after I retire or after anybody retires, they should have a good plan. And I believe these things don't really happen. Like, I see so many people that are about to get out and they're freaking out. They have nothing. Like, they seriously have nothing to their name. It's like they worked 20 years just for a pension for what, like, like what, let's say 3 grand a month. That's it. Like, in 20 years, that's all you have. You own nothing. You are still paying your cars off. You are still living in base housing, and you have no real assets. Like, for me, that's mind blowing. It's crazy. And that it's not like no one cares. Like, it's over. Like, that's it. The military ran before you and it'll run after you. And if your priority is like what you believe you mean to the military, like, you gotta most most people need a wake up call, right? And the military has told you that, like, the most important thing is advancing. And I've seen people throw away their lives, throw away their marriages, neglect their kids, and um, just get this lie that gets told in our culture that that's all that matters. And it's not an evil thing, or it's just what's ingrained. Like, I even find myself sometimes when I'm just stuck on autopilot being a bot, like most people are, especially in the military. It's like, oh, are you advancing? Blah, blah, blah. We need to. It's like, really? Just imagine in this, in a not a perfect world, but in a normal world where you just did your job really well and you were dependable and you treated people with respect and you were a good person in the military. What if that's all you had to do because your outside life was taken care of because you understand simple things about life and about money and about how to manage yourself? Then these things wouldn't matter. Like, you wouldn't care about all these things that the military like wants you to do, like sell cupcakes and get all these collateral duties that mean nothing, and just it's just all these different bullshit shit that you put on your resume. And just imagine if you didn't care about any of that and you were just a fucking solid dude that did his job really well. I believe that I'm finally at that point, and it's so like the last 5 years have been crazy. Like, have been so good because, like, I didn't know I was doing it. Like, I was just taking it one step at a time, fixing one problem in my life and going on to the next one. And then I would build on it. Every year I would pick up a new thing. One of the first things I did was I'm gonna make $1,000 every month extra. And most of it, like 70% of it, I'm going to invest. The other 30% I'm gonna push to something else because for me, I'm married with 2 kids, and I can't just like take all of my money and throw it into what I want. Like, it has to be some kind of exchange, and that's the work life balance, that's that family balance, that's that marriage. And like, my wife was really good with it, and we worked it out where it wasn't just like a selfish thing, but like, that was the first thing I did, $1,000 a month, and then invested. And then some of the second things was I started knocking out these bad habits that I have, and then like I've knocked out a bunch of them. And fitness, of course, and just like just making sure my mental well-being is good, and talking to people about it, like not just keeping it to myself. Finding good people that I trust and I can look up to that have been through the same struggles that I have. Like that's one thing. Like all these, like if you find a dude who's like, oh no, that's just me, man. That's all. It's just me. Like that's it. I don't need anybody else. I'm my own mentor. I'm my own dude. It's like that dude's that dude is probably struggling so hard inside. And you can keep it together. You really can for a long time. You can just white knuckle it for as long as you can, but it's not it's not healthy, and you should have people besides you that are better. You like people with these god complexes that think they're so great. They're not. I'm constantly learning. And that's another thing is just knowledge, like getting knowledge. Like I haven't like it sounds horrible. I haven't read a book in years until I started like just like several years ago where I started reading books and I was like, this is so cool. All this knowledge is out here and just like learning so much, just like keep on learning, keep on getting better. And this doesn't happen. In the military, it's just like, how good is that fake resume that you have and how much can you flex like you have? And when most of these people, they like right here, 50% of people have to have non-traditional loans out. 58 carry credit card from month to month. 40% like they exceed their credit limit every month. 80% of people put off buying a house or going back to school or getting any kind of outside like support because they feel like they're not financially there, because people spend as much as they have, and they have this thought it's like, oh, if I advance or if I make more money, if I had more money, then I would be better. It's like, no, you have money, but you're so entitled that you believe that you deserve all these things. Like all these people and most people believe they deserve so much, that they're entitled to so much because what they do matters so much. It's like you're just another cog, man. And if you can't do it, it's because you don't deserve it yet. And like the level that people do not sacrifice, people don't sacrifice enough. Like I've like me personally, like that's one thing that I started to do was like all these things that I think I deserve. I started looking at it's like, do you deserve that? Because you can't do this. Do you deserve that? And you start taking these things away and applying them somewhere else. And most of it's time. Most people just waste their time on random stuff, and that does not matter. And they social media is the worst. Everyone's looking at everybody's lives, and it's horrible. That's why I don't mess with it. It's all distraction, biggest distraction, all waste of time. It's all part of the culture. It's all part of the culture, and like it's crazy. It's crazy, and hopefully I can just put out just some little tips and tricks and educate people. And mostly, what I'm going to do is when people talk to me about something, like the video that I put out today, it's on rental cars because someone talked to me about it, and I was like, bro, I can show you how to do this, and boom, that's gonna be a video. And the next thing it's like, oh, this, I'll show you how to do this. I'll show you how to do this, and I will learn more and then put more out, and that's basically what I'm gonna do and run off with it. But and it's good. I love that I can go back and go to my channel. And it's like it's been 8 months since your last video. Like for me, like I like being held up to some kind of standard, and that just shows me it's like, man, you've been slacking. Like stop procrastinating. Like it's my birthday today, and I was just like, fuck it. Like this is it. This is the last deadline that I had to put out a video. So I'm super excited. I love doing this. I love learning more. I love putting stuff out. I love helping people. And if people can educate me in something, that'd be great too. So yeah, keep it going. Hopefully, at least once or twice a week. I'm not gonna try to push it crazy, and then maybe live stuff. But yep, that's all I got. Later.